Welcome back to the program. Let's bring in Liberal frontbencher Melissa Price. Thanks for your time. Let's start with the issue of net zero. The opposition leader, she's in her second week trying to really help establish herself, and this issue continues to be one that's dominating a lot of the focus. How is she responding to it, do you think?
Well, I think what Sussan has said, and of course we all know that we've announced our review and that's important, but in the meantime, what Sussan is focused on is, well, how is the government actually meeting its targets, the things that it has promised the Australian people? Energy prices are up, emissions are up. We need affordable, reliable energy. And personally, I think that's where our focus ought to be. And, the senior leaders of the coalition have said our approach is we've got to get emissions down, we need to have reliable, affordable energy. That's the base load when it comes to our energy policy.
And that's where you should be.
That should be our focus.
Last night you had two coalition senators vote with Pauline Hanson to scrap her motion to scrap net zero. Two Liberals voted against it, Jane Hume and Andrew McLaughlin. So two on one side, two on the other. I know it's only a couple of senators, but it's emblematic of the internal divide on this issue.
Yeah, look, I don't think this is not an easy issue, Kieran, but what we are hearing on the ground, and, I represent the largest electorate in the land, people are struggling. Cost of living crisis has not gone away. And frankly, when we talked about the renewable revolution, the Chris Bowen renewable revolution, the Australian public are figuring it out. Many wind farm projects being cancelled, hydrogen projects being cancelled. And what people want is reliable, affordable energy. But, we're the Liberal Party, we're the National Party, people are entitled to their opinion, which, is a feature of both of our parties.
And the Energy Minister, though, announcing a big, significant investment in the capacity investment scheme. That's happening today. So more government dollars to drive investment in this space. So they've got 3 years to do it.
Yeah.
But, expect more action there?
Well, the thing is that this is taxpayers' dollars supporting the big end of town. And that's what the taxpayer has to understand. My constituents need to understand that. We're a very rich country where we have an abundance of resources, in my electorate in particular. So, I think that's what we need our government to focus on, getting the prices down, getting emissions down, and they're failing.
When you look at the approach of the opposition, is Sussan Ley, I know she's got a news conference coming up at 12 o'clock, about 25 minutes from now. We'll go there live when she gets to the microphone. But it seems to me that this cooperation on early policies, like on the childcare reforms, she wants to be constructive. Yeah. Is that the message?
Well, 100%. I mean, people will know this is the first time we've had a female leader. So, understandably, she's going to look different. She's going to look different. People are going to criticise her, whether she's got a pink suit on, a blue suit or a black suit. Honestly, it is pathetic. But she's also going to behave differently. And, Sussan is a hard worker. She's very inclusive. She wants to do things differently. I mean, we got smashed at the last election, Kieran. We have to cop that on the chin, and we need to understand maybe what we were selling, people weren't buying. And you know what? Maybe Sussan Ley is the answer. But I'd be so disappointed if people don't give her a go, including the media.
So this is about saying that she's different and obviously wanting to show that she will help get legislation or reforms through where it fits with the Liberal Party view.
Absolutely. Sussan has said we're going to be constructive. We're not going to say no to everything. By the way, we didn't say no to everything the last term either. But on significant issues like childcare reform, we've all, as a mother and someone who's, her child in childcare, this is a very, very significant issue.
What's your view of the latest on the Donald Trump trade threats? How do you, how does Australia as a nation, but how does the government navigate that, given it's sort of overnight, another number?
Yeah. I've just seen the headline that, he's talking about maybe a 15 to 20% rate as opposed to 10%. Look, at the end of the day, I see this as a failure of our leadership within this country, because if we can't get a meeting with President Trump, if we haven't got meetings with the people who are in the inner circle of President Trump to put influence on the Trump administration, then that's on us. That's on the Albanese government.
Melissa Price, we are out of time. Thank you very much.